So your girl is in deep thought on blood moon. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm using a filter because I don't have any makeup on, and I've got very textured skin, and I'm not ready for y'all to see what I look like just yet. Anyway, so story time. So I was on this thought stream talking to my guides, and I got stopped, and I felt like I needed to tell this story. So I was asking, Jesus is just an extension of Christ's consciousness. He isn't the embodiment of Christ consciousness. And they said, yes, like he's just an extension. And then I'm like, just like Buddha. Yes, Buddha is just an extension of Christ consciousness. And I was like, what about Hitler? And I got no, but he has already served a lifetime previously with Christ consciousness, like Jesus, like Buddha. So he had to exist in that timeline as he was, even though the mainstream media information is quite skewed from the actual truth of the situation. While it was still drastic and quote unquote evil, it served a greater purpose. And that might sound really harsh, but I feel like I can understand because I participated in a sound healing bath. It was like, I think it was 11/11/2012. I had just got back from a month-long Sedona trip, and that sound bath was amazing. So I got to meet Ernesto Ortiz. He wrote a book on the Akashic Records. Highly recommended. It's a very easy read, very easy way to practice the art of getting into the library of the Akashic Records. And I've done it several times, and I've found success with it. So it depends on what you're using it for, you know. It could be beneficial for you or not. But anyway, love the book. So that sound bath, it began with a gong. And when it happened, it took me to a timeline where I existed as one of those long-necked dinosaurs that was, an herbivore. So it only ate, plants and vegetables and stuff like that. And the memory that I was having, I was attacking another dinosaur like myself, the same species, and I was like attacking my own kind because I was so angry because there was some sort of like knowingness that we as a dinosaur species had to die in order for humans to survive. So it was almost like we were being sacrificed. So there was something happening, and it was like several disasters at once. It was various types of disasters. So, now that I reflect on it now, I'm wondering if there was like some sort of like scalar weapon that like messes with the minds of because I felt like I wasn't myself. I felt like I'm doing something heinous. Like I know I'm doing wrong against my own kind. and I'm not even a carnivore, and I'm attacking the neck of my own kind, just like ripping at it. It was very graphic. So I am not afraid of confronting the meaning of life, confronting problems and situations in general. While it might make me nervous and anxious in the moment when, like, let's say, like, in a relationship, having those hard conversations, I'm not afraid to have them, because what usually for me happens, like, after lots of practice is, like, you feel so much better after, because, like, you get to understand, like, you get to a point to where you know how you feel, and it's like, if I can't find a way to get this person to understand how I feel, then perhaps I need to reevaluate this relationship, because I'm going to need to be mostly understood the whole way through that relationship, if I plan to carry it long term, So I need that. And that's why I just learned to not be afraid to confront that. So maybe there's like a part of me, even though this was like 13 years ago, I was not afraid to confront really intense situations. And I've had my own traumas in the past and stuff like that. So there's a sense of strength there. My last name is Strong, so go figure. Of course, I would be confronted with situations that would challenge my inner strength and stuff like that. So I tend to try and withhold judgment and try and hold intense, more of like the objective perspective, like kind of like God's eye view, not even bird's eye view, like God's eye view. I try to take that into consideration a lot, and it puts me, in sticky situations quite a few times, but, we're human. So, just trying to navigate, and this situation with the dinosaurs and how it relates to Hitler. I mean, sometimes there's things that are predestined and out of our control, and we're here to play a role. And sometimes it comes out very unkind. And sometimes it sounds like rainbows and sunshine, and when in fact there's so much dishonesty behind that mask. So I feel confident this is a time right now that we can start trusting our gut and trusting that we can see through the masks. We can see through the dishonesty. That we have evolved to a point to where we can see everything. And now more so with our minds, not just with our eyes. Like telepathy. So, anyways, I'm done with my rant. Talk to you later.